The vast expanse of the South China Sea serves as a stage for an escalating geopolitical drama, primarily between China and the Philippines. It's a region marked by not only territorial disputes, but also dangerous sea maneuvers, collisions, and simmering tensions that have captured global attention in recent times. At the heart of this turmoil lies a complex web of overlapping claims among several Asian nations over maritime territories. However, it's the growing intensity of the rivalry between Beijing and Manila that has become a focal point, drawing concerns and raising alarms on an international scale. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., who assumed office in June 2022, heralded a significant shift in the Philippines' maritime strategy. Departing from the previously adopted non-confrontational stance, Marcos embraced a more assertive approach in dealing with issues in the South China Sea. This shift was fortified by the support of the United States, a long-standing ally. As a result, there was a noticeable surge in military missions, aimed at strengthening the country's presence in disputed waters. Simultaneously, there was a deliberate effort to expose and condemn China's utilization of gray zone tactics in the contested areas, tactics that frequently led to risky sea maneuvers and occasional collisions. The bilateral relations between Beijing and Manila, which once showed signs of warming during Rodrigo Duterte's presidency, took a sharp turn. This was exacerbated by Marcos' decision to grant expanded military access to Philippine bases, particularly those strategically positioned facing the South China Sea and Taiwan. Moreover, the administration launched negotiations on reciprocal military visits, fostering closer ties with countries like Japan and seeking similar partnerships with France. Collaborative military exercises, such as joint patrols with the US and Australia in the South China Sea, were actively pursued and further indicated the Philippines' pivot towards a more proactive stance in safeguarding its maritime interests. In contrast, China's assertiveness in the South China Sea has been on a steady rise, with claims covering almost the entirety of the sea and bolstered by the construction of artificial islands. Beijing has taken measures to restrict access to areas claimed by other nations, including the Philippines. Disputes have ensued over the delineation of maritime zones and territorial rights, leading to confrontations, which China consistently blames on Manila's actions, while maintaining that its maneuvers adhere to international law. The United States, expressing strong disapproval of China's actions in the South China Sea, has repeatedly criticized Beijing for its reckless disregard for international law. Simultaneously, Washington has reassured the Philippines of its commitment to come to its defense in the event of an armed attack, as stipulated in their long-standing treaty. President Joe Biden emphasized the unwavering nature of this commitment, emphasizing the need to counter China's growing influence in the region. Other nations like Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada have echoed support for the Philippines while expressing grave concerns about China's conduct in the region. Despite the escalating tensions and a rise in maritime incidents, both China and the Philippines seem cautious about escalating the discord to more perilous levels. After a meeting with President Xi Jinping, President Marcos conveyed a sentiment of reluctance toward engaging in conflict. Recent encounters involving water cannons and ship collisions, while concerning, have been viewed by the Philippines as part of China's strategic maneuvering rather than a direct act of war. The situation in the South China Sea remains a delicate balance of power struggles, geopolitical posturing, and occasional confrontations that underscore the ongoing battle for dominance. While the stakes are high and the region remains volatile, both sides seem to tread cautiously, employing strategic moves to safeguard their interests without crossing the threshold into open conflict. The international community, meanwhile, watches with growing concern as the dynamics in this crucial maritime region continue to evolve, hoping for a peaceful resolution to the escalating tensions.